Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We begin with the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. My name is Abdullah Muslim, and I'm your host for Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak is a program about the celebration of Eid that occurs at the end of the period for Ramadan. And it's something that's, I guess you could say it's universal. It's something that we do all over the Muslim world. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to, I read a hadith recently that described the way that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to practice the Eid, the way he used to give his khutbah. The khutbah, which is the sermon for the Eid, was something that he would do. What he would do is he would go, he didn't stand on a minbar. This is something I found interesting for this particular khutbah. What I heard was that he would walk, and he would walk around the masjid, which was very small at that time, and he would talk to individuals amongst the Sahaba, and all the time delivering a sermon, I guess dealing with some of the problems that they may, not problems, but some of the issues they're dealing with the community. And then he would, close out. But the celebration that took place at the end of it was something also that was quite special. There's one description of one time his wife Aisha radiallahu anha, she told him that she heard that some dancers from Ethiopia were performing in the masjid. They were performing a type of dance that they do in Ethiopia. And actually it was a war dance because they had their shields and their spears. And that she wanted to go and see it. So he took her there. And this is just one of the things that was done during the Eid. He would go, one of the things that we're prescribed or we're told not to do is we don't come back from the masjid the way we went. When you walk to the masjid, the mosque, you come back a different route. And I used to always ask, well, why is that? And it seems like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do this because he could greet everybody on his way to the masjid, and coming back, he would be greeting different people. Okay? It's a very social time of year. Today we have our guest, Brother Muhammad Imran Ali from India. And I'm going to let him give a description to us of where he's from in India and the type of celebrations, the type of things that they do where he comes from. Brother Ali.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Muhammad Imran Ali. I'm from India. And India, I'm from the city Hyderabad.
Okay.
So this city is, mashallah, is very old city. It has been ruled by the king before the independence of India. Like we got independence in 1947. So before it was ruled by the king of Ottoman Empire, and he is Nizam, called as a Nizam. They have ruled 7 generations. So now this city, Hyderabad, is mostly populated by Muslims, and it was a very happening city in the month of Ramadan. We enjoy a lot in the month of Ramadan. There are many things, events going on in the month of Ramadan. And apart from that, about in the masjids, you will see many scholars and you will see many people moving around in the masjid.
Okay, you say a lot of scholars are giving talks about Islam and what have you, or?
Yeah, after Maghrib, especially in the month of Ramadan, they try to finish the translation of Quran, because our mother tongue is Urdu, so we don't know about the Arabic. So scholars are trying to translate and give the tafsir in our language, Urdu.
Okay.
So we try to learn this thing in the month of Ramadan especially. So especially we are very much regular to the masjid in the month of Ramadan, like after Fajr Salah or sometimes after Zuhr, we have these sessions.
Okay.
So mashallah, we gain very much knowledge, especially in Ramadan.
What about the suhoor and the iftar during Ramadan?
During Ramadan, the suhoor is yani we are doing in the home as our families. Mother were cooking at the time. She was in this world. So in the suhoor this is just normal, but in the iftar we have very lavish same yani like in how we are doing in Saudi Arabia. So this iftar we have many things which are served by our mother.
Now, do you just do this in the house, or is this the iftar at the masjid or a local area, or?
Maximum we do the iftar at home, like 50% of the time Ramadan, and because this Ramadan we have invited by many friends, many relatives, neighbors, business and political parties. So 50% of the Ramadan we spend iftar in home, and 50%, 15 days will be in
Visiting
the places.
Okay, I understand. So when the iftar is finished, the Taraweeh prayers and what have you, okay, this is all like a community event. It's when I say community, it's the Jama. It's the Taraweeh is performed in Jama. Okay, now we're coming up to the end of Ramadan. Tell me, it's about the 27th of Ramadan.
Oh, 27th Ramadan, mashallah. You know, we in our city, like actually this has been said that to search the Laylatul Qadr in our last 10 days. But we have fixed the 27th of Ramadan, that we assume that this is the day of Qadr.
This is universal.
Universal.
But
Okay.
even though the hadith states that the Prophet ﷺ said, sometime within the last 10 days, probably on one of the odd nights.
Odd nights, yeah.
And I recall reading a hadith wherein Ibn Abbas, who was Prophet Muhammad's uncle,
Okay.
okay, said that it was the 27th. That's the only reference I ever saw to it being the 27th. Okay, but for sure it's one of the odd nights. But I've noticed that any place I've been in the world, on the 27th, the masajid is crowded.
Yes.
Okay, they are very crowded. Okay, and the reason I asked about it is because I just want to know, it's the same in Hyderabad?
Yes, it's same in Hyderabad, exactly same. It's all the masjid fully crowded. Whole night, all the masjid are filled with this. Many people are reading Quran, doing some nawafil and some tahajjud, Laylatul Qadr, and scholars giving some lectures. It's yani the 27th yani whole night. The people will go for the Isha prayer, then they will come back after Fajr. Yani they will come for
In
Suhoor.
other words, they stay from Isha until Fajr, until
They
just
will-
before Fajr. Just
They will complete the tahajjud.
right.
After tahajjud, they will come for suhoor to home.
Okay.
So because they want to take the benefit of this special night,
Okay.
because this is equal to 83 years, I
83
think.
years, yeah, of blessings, yeah, 1,000 months. So, okay, so we've gotten through, come up to that. Then we come to the Eid, the Zakatul Fitr, okay, which is it's supposedly, it's 1 saw of wheat. I was told that 1 saw is equivalent to 2 kilograms,
Yeah.
or 2 kilograms, 2 kilograms, I think, or 2.5 kilograms of a grain, either wheat, barley, beans, some type of beans, rice, whatever is the prevalent food at that time, including dates. Do they have dates in India?
No, 100% date import from Saudi Arabia and all the other countries.
Okay.
But locally, we don't have
They
dates.
don't grow dates.
No,
Okay.
this is.
All right. Is it because of the weather, or just because it's something that wasn't done?
No, weather doesn't support actually.
Okay.
Weather will not support to grow in India these dates.
Okay. Because they grow dates in California.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's quite a big industry also.
Okay.
Yeah. Very large industry in California.
So, yani, this is special agriculture they are doing, maybe internal or something like that, because California is a country that's not very much hot like
It's not like here, no.
here.
But these seeds, the date stones, the seeds that they use there, originated out of Iraq, at least some of them.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, back on the main thing. So okay, so then we come into the Zakatul Fitr. How is that? What is the Zakatul Fitr in Hyderabad?
Zakat, mashallah, each and every person follow this zakat,
Okay.
giving the zakat. So mostly people give zakat in the month of Ramadan.
Okay.
And
I'm talking about the Zakatul Fitr now. Do they give money or do they give according to the sunnah, the beans or some food or something?
for the fitra,
Yes.
we give like some wheat or
Okay.
some wheat powder for ready to use for them, or some rice. And now later on, what we think that many people are giving the same thing.
Okay.
So we thought maybe they have some requirements other than the food. Let them give the money equivalent or more than that, so that they can take benefit. So we started giving them money instead of that one,
Okay.
because many people, one person getting from 10 families fitra the same thing. So we started giving them money so they can use for their,
So the money is properly distributed, though.
equivalent to that value of this.
Okay. Okay. All right. So then, when we have the Eid celebration, what do they do?
Oh, Eid celebration, everybody in our home and kids and children were waiting for this day. Before the Eid starts, they will try to make ready the boxes to collect the Eid. Our children call as Eid. The money give them as a gift
Okay.
on this day.
Hadiyah.
Eid,
Hadiyah, they call it here.
Eid here,
Yeah.
okay, in Arabic Eid. So we say Eid only.
Okay.
So this is a special day for the kids and for us also. This is like in our family, like my father is his elder one. So all the other relations, they will come to visit our home.
Okay.
This is a tradition of our city.
Yeah.
Whoever is the elder, all the younger one will come to visit their home on the Eid day. After praying namaz, the salah, they will come and they will meet to the relations, and after that we will wait until Zohar. All the people will visit. After Zohar, we will take lunch. Then we will move to meet our elders.
Okay. Tell me about the breakfast and tell me about the lunch on Eid day.
Eid day we make special in the morning only. Usually we eat in the afternoon, but on the Eid day we make biryani for eating the main course for the breakfast.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Biryani?
Yes, because
But only for Eid? Or
only
is this
only
year
because-
round?
Yeah, not in the round, because
Okay.
biryani is a heavy food. So
Right.
we usually eat in the lunch or in the dinner. But
Okay.
on the Eid day, because many people are coming our place
Okay.
and get together, we're going on. So we make a dish for this one.
Is it a special biryani or is it just normal biryani?
No, this is a special biryani, one thing. And the second important thing, in Hyderabad, there is one dish specially made on Eid day that is called as sheer khorma. I think you didn't heard about this word. Sheer khorma is made up of like milk with some
Spaghetti
dates.
like? Has spaghetti?
This is some like added some spaghetti
Yeah.
and some dry fruits.
Yep.
This is specially
And pistachios?
pistachio, exactly correct. So
Okay. I had it in Chicago.
oh really?
Yeah.
From some Hyderabadi family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the dish. Is very famous. If
Yeah.
you on
It's
the Eid day,
Totally delicious, actually.
great, yes, and the taste comes only that 3 days of the Eid. If
Okay.
we make some other days, it will not give this taste.
Yeah. They put rose water in it too, don't they? A little rose water?
Some people, this is some people like rose water, some people doesn't like rose water.
Okay.
Maximum we put this saffron in it, so it
Okay.
gives some extra taste for this one.
When is this served in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening?
Visiting hours, well, for visiting to our relations, to our friends, we usually go after Asr, in the evening. In the
Okay.
whole day, we will sit and we will welcome to our relations, neighbors, friends. Then after Asr, we will go out.
What about for lunch? I'm focusing on the food.
Yeah.
And the reason, like every time I've participated, every place I've ever been for the Eid al-Fitr, okay, the people there had a special food. I don't care what country I've been in, whether it was in Africa, or it was in Asia, or if I was in Europe, or, trying to think, well, in the United States, it doesn't matter. Everybody has something special that they prepare.
Yes.
I was talking with one brother from Sri Lanka, and I was telling him that I went to an Eid celebration one year in New York, and the specialty normally, well, the specialty for the Eid, as far as the sweet is concerned, is something called banana pudding.
Okay.
They use bananas, and some of them make it with cookies, some of them make it with cake, some of them, they put strawberries in it, they put blueberries, you know, each one is different. Some put coconut, some put pineapple, and each one is different. Some use sugar, some use brown sugar, some use honey, okay? And I went to one Eid celebration, and they had 8 or 10 different types of banana pudding,
Oh.
okay? Because it was a community event. It wasn't just, you know, the family in the home. And you know, those who had, you know, relatives who were still, you know, were Muslims and what have you, they brought them to the masjid. But also it was open for the non-Muslims in the community to come and eat as well, you know, and take food with us and what have you. So I'm sorry, brother, I didn't mean to cut into your
I understand
dialogue
this
like
one.
that.
This one,
Yeah.
we have yani. This is as I mentioned you that we have a shir khorma that made up of milk or those things.
Right.
We have sweet of vermicelli,
Right.
and this is also made especially on this it. And this dish served to each and every visitor we are coming to visit us for celebrating the Eid. This is the very common dish. It will be served.
Okay.
Then after that we have this perfume, like we say ether. So we give them ether. So this is perfume is very compulsory. Whoever is coming, so ether is yani not the spray one, like with having some
Yeah,
roller.
like
This
oil.
one, oil
Like
in
what
the
they
bottom,
have here.
with a stick,
Right.
and we'll put them on the hand.
Okay.
So this is very tradition of our place that
But only for the Eid.
only for the Eid.
Interesting. And what about the women? What do the ladies do?
Ladies,
They buy new clothes and what
yeah,
have you?
this
or-
is very compulsory that each and every family in our home, from if like very poor, from poor to the richest one, and to the from the poorest one, they will buy the new clothes from top to bottom. If you can say the clothes, if you go to the ladies, they have everything new from top to bottom. They will buy the lipstick and makeup, everything new.
Really?
They have to go through this one. And for the kids also, they will say that for going for salah, we will make one long, we say kurta and pajama for this one in our tradition dress for the Eid. And after coming back, they want to change some jeans and t-shirt. So everybody have some 2 sets of clothes, then new shoes, new socks, and everything new. And they especially visit to the elders to take the Eidiyah.
What about drinks?
Drinks, there is no specially drink. Thus we serve like Pepsi or Coke and
Okay.
that only.
Okay. You know, when you mention that, I can recall I had some students when I was teaching at one of the universities here who there were advanced classes and there were basic, you know, the basic classes. And
Yeah.
my class was one of the basic, you know, beginning English classes. And they had one of the professors there, he taught the advanced class. So near the graduation time, I asked him if some of the students in his class could come and talk to my students. And of course he said yeah, and they came down. And I was interested to bring out words dealing with the culture. So what happened was I asked them, I said, well, is there something that, that you do that, for, just to make it a special day? So they said, well, what could we do? This is what his students said. What could we do to make it a special day? It's already special and so forth and so on. So one of my students, a particularly nice young man, his name was Abdullah. I remember he's...
Yeah, and Abdullah name are always smart people.
And he said, well, teacher, he was my student. He said,
Okay.
well, teacher, he said, my grandfather, what he used to do, he had a little farm where he grew dates. And he had a channel where where the water would run down to water the date trees. And what he and my grandmother would do is they would have cold leaven and dates,
Okay.
and they would sit on the area where the channel was for the water, and they would stick their feet into the channel, and then my grandfather would open up the box and let the water flow across their feet while they were listening to the birds and reading Quran.
Okay.
Okay.
Mashallah.
Yeah, and it's just one of the, something special that they would do. I forget the region he was from. It's a little town near Riyadh.
Okay.
Okay, but it's just something else to add to the cultural value of Islam, but especially during this very wonderful time of year, the Eid al-Fitr. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk to us? You want to ask me some questions about where I came from, maybe?
So the same thing I would like to know that like we have special dish from our to serve to the on the Eid al-Fitr day. What do you have yani for this day?
For the Eid?
Eid,
Special?
yeah.
Well, what we in the U.S., New York and Chicago in particular, these are two cities where I lived and participated. Even though I lived out in the countryside in New York, I was always going in to participate in the events that were going on. And what we would do is we specialize on the Eid in particular and setting up tables in all the poorest neighborhoods,
Okay.
all right, in New York in particular. And what we would do is we would set out really good food. I mean good food, all right, and feed the poor
What
people
type of
in all
food
these
you are
neighborhoods.
having any some type of food is yani this is
Well,
burger, pizza
American
like that?
food is like very meaty. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we had turkey, we have beef, roast beef, all right, and we had leg of lamb. They specialize. A lot of sisters specialize in leg of lamb. Okay, in America, rice is not a big thing. All right, rice is like it's just a little bit on the plate. If you want more, you can have it. But I found in other parts of the world, rice makes up a substantial portion of the meal. Okay, but we had rice. We had mostly potatoes though. Okay. In the U.S., we would have, well, like I told you about the banana pudding,
Yeah.
all right? But we also had something else called a bean pie, a pie made from
Pie, yeah.
beans, okay? And this was something that is quite unique amongst, and I'm talking Sunni Muslims, okay? Even though this originated from a community of Muslim people who said they were Muslims. In the Quran, Allah says if someone says they're Muslim, you can't say they're not. And this particular bean pie was something that originated with them. And to this day, it's famous. You go to America, you get bean pie, okay? And it's quite delicious. In fact, there's one place here, a cafe, MW Cafe, and you can get bean pie there as well.
Okay.
That's an unsolicited advertisement, But, we had things like that. I was telling one brother from Sri Lanka, when we were talking, I told him that I'm a technician, aircraft maintenance technician.
MashaAllah.
But I also had in the U.S. I had a job that I did, not a job, a business where I sold honey.
Okay.
And that particular one particular year, I brought in several kilograms of honey, and I made lemonade with fresh lemons and honey. Okay, and I used clover honey in one, and I used orange blossom honey in the other. I remember it clearly. In big containers, huge containers.
Okay.
And everybody just totally loved it. Okay.
That should be finished in one day only. You cannot keep it for more than one day. That's the
No, it was finished in a day. Believe me. So many people. In fact, it was finished within 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
It was gone. Okay, and I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would be gone like that. But what happened was. When I made some more, I didn't have any more honey, so I used sugar, and nobody liked it. Okay, they would drink it, but it was different. You could taste the difference.
That's absolutely.
Okay, but that was one of the special things that we did. Listen, this has been really enjoyable.
But I would like to also know that how do you feel, celebrating Eid in US and Saudi Arabia? It's a big difference, I hope, because
it's a huge difference.
here you will see everything is colorful, everything is going on, many activities, but I don't think so.
Actually, the activities in the U.S. I think were more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. I think we had more. Maybe we can continue this at another time.
Yeah,
because
I'm so excited because you're from there, so to know about it.
Yeah. And the reason I say because here everybody is a Muslim, or most everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody goes off to his own place. Okay,
Right.
but in the U.S. the emphasis is on dawah. Okay, so we select a nice area, we do our dawah, we serve this very wonderful food on this very wonderful day, and it's a memory, a good memory for everyone.
Great.
Yeah. Listen, Brother Muhammad, Jazakallah khair. It's been a joy
Thank you very
talking
much,
with
and
you.
really nice to see you also.
You've increased my understanding of the Muslim diaspora, okay? Because we're everywhere, and I find the practices everywhere are beneficial to everybody that's in this society,
Inshallah.
Muslim and non-Muslim.
I mean, inshallah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak to you also in advance, inshallah.